In the previous lecture, we imported our practice photos inside the Lightroom. In this lecture, we will see how to organize and rate them inside the Lightroom. I know that you want to jump into editing and make your photos awesome and beautiful, but knowing how to organize, how to find, and how to rate your photos is also a very important step in editing inside the Lightroom. So let's get into the contents of this video. In Lightroom, there are several ways to find your photos, which are catalogs, folders, collections. Using these various steps, you can find your photos inside the Lightroom. The first one is catalog. Catalog is a preset options by using which you can find your photos inside the Lightroom. If we expand this menu, we can see that there are several preset options. All photograph shows all of the photos which has been imported inside this Lightroom catalog, and all synced photograph shows the photograph that are synced, and which in this case we don't have any synced photograph, so it's empty. And also there's an option for previous imports. For example, if we import another batch of photos inside this Lightroom catalog, we can easily find it using this previous import, and we will see only that photos which has been previously, most recently imported inside the Lightroom. In general, catalog is not very efficient and good way to find your images inside the Lightroom. The second option is called folders. Folders, as its name suggests, shows all the folders which has been imported inside the Lightroom. So in this case, for our Lightroom catalog, we have imported one folder, which that folder was inside drive E, inside my hard drive. If we expand this option, you can see that the name of the folder, Lightroom course photos, which are the only folder which we have imported inside Lightroom till now. If we import another folders inside this Lightroom catalog, we will see all the folders which has been imported inside here. Because I have resetted this Lightroom catalog, we only see just one folder, and that is the folder which we have imported in our previous lecture. Another option which you can find or organize your photos inside Lightroom is called collections. Collections are folders inside the Lightroom catalog. Folders inside the Lightroom. We can create separate folders and organize our photos into different categories inside this collection. For example, automatically by default there is a smart collection option, which we can see several options: calendar date, 5 stars, past month. Another option, we will see how these things work, and we will see how to rate and how to color your photos. For now, we will not use this one. To create a collection, click on this plus button and create collection. The collection name is, for example, inside our practice photo, we have different photos. For example, portrait photo. We want to portrait photos. Click on. I will add all of the portrait photos inside this section. So as its name, portrait photos. Another option is location. You can create folders inside folders, and in this case, collections inside collection. We don't want this for now. We just want to create another collection, separate one. Create collection. We have created our first collection inside the Lightroom, which is portrait photos, and it has only one photograph which was selected before. If you want to add another photograph inside that collection, you can select a portrait photo and drag it inside the portrait photos. You can see that this photo is added inside this collection that we have created. We can also select several photographs at once by holding Control button and clicking on the photographs that are needed to be inside that collection, and simply drag it to the portrait photos collection that we have created. We can create another collection for our landscape photos. Landscape photos. Inside the collection node, we want to be a separate, create So if we select the landscape photos, while holding control button, select all of the landscapes and simply drag it inside the landscape collections that we have created. We see that all the landscape photos are inside another collection. This is very useful. For example, you have done several shoots and you have imported all of the photos inside the Lightroom, and you want to organize all of the shoots according to their dates or the kind of photography that you have done. For example, you have done street photography, portraits, and also landscape. You can create separate collections and put the photos inside there and organize them properly, so that in the future, if you want to access them, you can access them very easily and quickly, and don't waste any of your time searching for your photographs. You might ask that folders and collections are both the same. If we can access the photos that we have imported using folders, why do we need to create collections? Folders, it shows all of the folders that are imported inside the Lightroom. In our case, it is very simple. We don't get confused, but if you use this catalog for a long time, there will be lots of folders that are important from previous months or previous year, and you will get easily confused and you cannot find them. So by using collection, you can categorize all of your photos by month, day, or shooting. You will get more efficient and you can organize your photos and find them very easily and quickly.